you want to succeed in poultry farming, always follow these tips that I'm going to give you. Don't fear to start. People fear to start. For me, when I started, I had that courage, I had that love that I want to start poultry farming. So I started immediately, and I faced all the challenges that came my way. I lost 60 birds when they were just 1.5 months. I lost 60. I remained with only 440 birds, and they laid. The feeds were expensive. I had no choice because I had no store to stock the feeds. I was buying on a weekly basis, but I kept on going, and the farm has grown. So don't fear to start. Another thing, be selective while choosing the workers. Don't employ young children. This is a tiresome job. I'm telling you from my experience, I do work on this farm 120% every single day. So it is a tiresome job, but it is profitable. So don't employ young children. Employ the people that are 25 years, 20 to 25 years. They can work for you well. Try to monitor them, because we all get tired. There are some laziness that can come in between the day. So monitor them. Try to encourage them. Please go the eggs inside, go and collect the eggs, go and do this. Yeah, show them some love. Don't be harsh, and try to. They might not steal on your farm, but some of them steal, but some of them don't. But you have to be there. Let me give you an example. When it comes to mixing up the feeds, for me, I no longer mix up the feeds by myself, but I try to get some people that help me. But you find someone, instead of mixing the feeds 4 times, he mixes the feeds 2 times, and that is a bad mixture. You find some of the feeds are mixed halfway, and some of the feeds are somewhere else. The feeds are not mixed very, very well. So if you're not around, you miss all of those, because the feeds, if they're not mixed very well, that some of the chicken are going to eat the quality feeds with the good ingredients, and some of them will miss. Meaning, if you're dealing with layers, you might find yourself that some of the chicken are laying and some of them are failed to lay. When the broilers, some of them are gaining the weight, some of them have failed. So you have to be there. When it comes to the workers, be selective and try to monitor your workers, because it is you to benefit. Try to give your workers some tips. It encourages them to work even when you're not around. For example, if they remove these droppings, sometimes this is a most tiresome work that if you want to remove the droppings, you cannot make the other work to stand, because you're going to remove the droppings. Meaning they have to do other work concerning farming and also remove the droppings. So if you decide to give them some tips, they'll work more than you expect. You should not do it every single day, every single time they remove, but sometimes it encourages them to work more. That is the tip that helps the worker do the work every single day without bringing their laziness in the work. So another thing that you can help you succeed in poultry farming is to treat your chicken in time. If you see any weakness in the chicken, treat them in time. To avoid spending much on the medicine, you can spend less, because when it comes to treatment, you can dilute the treatment. If you buy the bought medicine from the vet pharmacies, you can dilute it when the chicken are just weakening. But when it comes to the strong disease, when these chicken have weakened, you have to use an extra medicine. It has to be strong, meaning you're going to spend much. Also try to use the cheapest things but long lasting. When it comes to constructing a chicken house, use some poles that are strong enough if you're going to use poles. Also, if you're going to use bricks, make sure that you add some good cement. That doesn't mean that if you're using cheap, you have to use something that is going to be destroyed within like 5 years. The chicken house I started with, I'm still having it. It can last more than other 20 years. And it is still around here. But if you decide to construct a chicken house with poles, try to use the sizable poles. Try to use the materials that can be good. Look at the feeders. The feeders I started with in 2019 December. I still have the feeders. They are still working. Meaning, if you use the cheapest, these wooden ones, you see these wooden feeders, they easily get destroyed. They can easily get destroyed. You use them within 3 to 4 times or 2 years, you throw them away and buy others. The same prices like this metallic one, the circular feeders. So try to look for the cheapest things if you want to succeed in this farming. Whenever you buy things consistently as if you're just starting, it hurts, because every profit that you would have kept or that would have helped you expand, you spend it buying the things that you would have stopped buying years ago. Meaning you're not going to succeed, you're not going to grow or expand in your business. The jerry cans I started with, I still have them on the farm, these drinkers, because I use cheapest things but they can last for some good time. Even these, you see these ones, what are they called? I don't remember. These wires that hold the feeders, they also last for a long time, and you might find someone bought the cheapest things that every time you have to brood, you have to buy also the wires that are going to hold your feeders. But the wires I started with in 2019, they are still inside the chicken house holding the feeders. That is how you're going to make money. You're going to succeed in poultry farming. It is quite simple, but you have to find the cheapest things and survive in the business. You find if you're having a chicken house, you're having the feeders, the drinkers, the only thing you're remaining with is to buy the chicks, brood, give them the feeds, and you continue to growing the business from year to year. When you look at these feeders, the small feeders in front of me, you can see those feeders I only buy when I have increased the number of birds. But I'm still having the first feeders that I started with. They're still here and I'm still using them. Meaning, buy something that is long lasting. Use things that are long lasting so that you grow or you expand in your business. You'll see change. So that is all I wanted to share with you. Let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.